Hey guys, Ike here from Mike'sOutdoors.com. Today we're going to be doing a product review on the Wicked Tough Handsaw by Wicked Tree Gear. This is a fold-out handsaw. It's a nice lightweight handsaw, really compact. It folds down nice and small. And one of the things I'm most impressed about this thing is its comfort. It's got a nice coated end here. It's really nice comfort. It's got slots there for your fingers to slide right into, and under that it's got a nice all aluminum durable construction. Got a really nice finish on it, so it's comfortable and it's strong. I really like the finish on there. You can't hardly scratch this thing up. I mean, it's a good tough finish. So it's got a good comfort factor to it as well as some good toughness to it. Now the blade, I've cut a few limbs with this and tried this out a little bit. We're going to show you some footage. We're going to be doing some cutting with it, of course. It's a high carbon steel blade, and it seems like it's got a good tough durability to it as well. It's definitely sharp and definitely cuts trees well. So good high carbon steel blade, which I really like high carbon steel, and it's got good durability to it. The locking mechanism is really nice. You can see the locking mechanism right here. It locks down. You can't unfold it without pushing that in. Simply push that thing in and it folds right out, and then it locks into position there. So it's got a good durable locking mechanism in it. And one of the things I like about the way they constructed this thing is it's got these nylon lock nuts on the back side of it. So when that thing's tightened down into these nylon lock nuts, it locks them into place, so they're not going to come loose. So that's a really nice feature as far as durability over the years. You know, you'll be able to keep these lock nuts into place. So it folds right up, good and compact. Like we said, very nice. The one thing I like about the handle too is it's got this slot in the back side. I attach this rope to it, so when I'm doing some climbing, I can use this thing and I can let it dangle and do some more climbing or whatever I want to do with it. So I like that factor of it as well. And now one of the most important things that I use every year and I put through a lot of abuse is a tree saw. I use a climber a lot around here, so I'm always cutting limbs, cutting shooting paths, cutting around my tree stands when I'm using my lockups or my ladder stands. So this thing is going to get a lot of use. And this one it looks like it's going to be a nice durable limb saw. My old one, it's a good limb saw. I've had it for a few years. I broke the blade on it probably about 6 months after I had it, and the handle on this thing is plastic. You know, so it held up all right. It was sharp, but it wasn't very durable, and it held up all right. But I really treated it gingerly, and still broke the blade off of it. So it's a good limb saw, but doesn't look like it's near as tough as what this Wicked Tree Gear limb saw is going to be. So we're going to go find us some limbs and start doing some cutting. Okay, so one of the things I didn't talk about in the opening was the arch design on this. I really like that arch design. It really makes it comfortable in your hand and makes it easy to use. So we're going to cut a few of these, and then we're going to find some bigger ones to cut. And I'm not going to be putting a lot of pressure on this. I'm just going to let the saw do the work. You can see that is definitely sharp. Cuts those down ease, just 2 or 3 strokes and it was through that. And those are all good 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch limbs there, and little ones, cuts right through it, no problem there. Good rubberized grip on it as well, so when you're gripping it, you got something good and firm to grip to. And when it gets wet, that rubber might get a little bit slick, but that's why I put this on there. So you got that to help keep it secure. I mean, this thing cuts really good. Let's reach up here, and there's a bigger limb up here. Let's reach up there and cut that as well. Okay, so we got some larger ones here that we're going to be doing some cutting with. Like I said, no pressure. I'm just letting the saw do its work. And you can see there, well, probably 10 strokes and I'm 1/4 of the way through it, maybe even closer to half. Just like that. So good and sharp. Now this next one, I'm going to put this blade in here and actually do some twisting around on it, see if I can. I'm not going to try to forcefully break it, but I'm going to do some twisting with it and see how this blade holds up. You know, when you're cutting these, sometimes you get that blade in a bind. So I don't know if you can see that on the camera, how much I'm bending that, but get that in there a little deeper. Good flexibility to the blade there. You know, that's about all I'm going to flex it. But you know, when you're cutting these limbs, sometimes you get them in a bind and sometimes they'll break. Or that's what happened to the tip on my other one anyway. So let me see. Yep, still good and straight. So very nice limb saw. And one thing too is the teeth are really, really deep. So you can see in all that cutting that I did, it's not loaded up full of wood shavings. So that's one of the things that makes a lot of these limb saws not work, is their teeth aren't deep enough, and they get loaded up with shavings, and then they can't cut anymore. So very, very nice limb saw overall. Okay, so that's the Wicked Tough Handsaw by Wicked Tree Gear, and I'm very, very impressed with it. Really, really performed well in all my testing. Seems like a good, tough product, and seems like one that you can have for years. And it is a very, very useful tool when it comes to hunting. This is one that's going to take a lot of abuse and see a lot of use, at least the way I'm hunting. So I want something that's good and solid, and this definitely seems to be it. For more information on this, you can check their product or check out their website. That's wickedtreegear.com. Very, very nice limb saw. One that I think is definitely going to be worth the money. One you can buy and have for a long, long time. So check this out, wickedtreegear.com. I got deer on the brain, I guess. For more videos, you can see check out our website, and that's ikesoutdoors.com. Like always, we appreciate you guys watching.
I like good times, good wine, good smoke, and a 5-piece bed. And I can't help it.